maybe you can relate, but at some point, I started to feel alone when I was in groups of people. In hindsight, now I know why, and it basically relates to this quote which goes, "Sometimes God takes you on a journey you didn't know you needed to bring you everything you ever wanted." And maybe if you relate, if you're starting to feel alone when you're hanging out with other people, or if you're feeling that urge or that pull to start spending more time with yourself, then these may be signs that you too are getting called to go on a journey of solitude. When I started to spend less time with the people I usually spend time with and more time alone, some questions started to pop up in my mind. Why do I like certain things? Why do I do certain things? Why do I act the way that I act? I came to the frightening conclusion that approximately like 90% of the things that I did, the things that I liked, the majority of my personality was based off what I thought the external world wanted of me, what society wanted of me, what my friends wanted of me. And what was even more frightening was me coming to the conclusion that I really didn't know who I was. Outside of my friendship circle, outside of all external influences, who was I really? And so I want to share some of the lessons I've learned in solitude. So one of the main lessons which I've learned is that you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And I know this is a cliche and you hear it from every single success person, but it's actually true, and it took me so long to actually come into terms to accept this fact. And for a while I was still hanging out with the people that I would drink with or I smoke with, and even though it didn't really fit into the new me that I found through solitude, the reality is that our environment has a lot more influence on us and who we are than we'd like to think. And yeah, after solitude, it was really easy to see how much I would get influenced by the people that I hung around with. And lesson number 2 is that it's okay to let go of old friendships. And I don't mean let go as you never talk to them again, but I just mean like in the sense that it's okay to, that friendships that once were close naturally drift apart. The main reason for this is that people change, you change, and it's a good thing. If you didn't change, if you're still the same person you were 5 years ago, then that would be a worry, that would be a concern, because that means you haven't changed, you haven't grown. And sometimes the life trajectory that you're put on just somehow happens to be you going on a completely different trajectory to all your other friends and your family, and it can feel very lonely, and that's okay. It may just mean that it's a season of your life where you have to spend more time alone, get to find yourself and, build a better relationship with yourself. One of the other things which I've learned is basically friendships are like flowers. So this is something I've learned when I went solo traveling. So there was one time I went to New Zealand, I met some friends and we hiked for a day, and that was one of the best days of my life. It was so good getting to connect with travelers from all over the world, and I knew that I was only going to be with them for that one day, and there was a good chance that I was probably never going to see them again. So my mindset for that was that for me to just be grateful that for that day our paths crossed and we got to enjoy moments together, and I guess life moves on, and all we can do is to look back and cherish the moments because those people were there for a particular season, and the only thing to do is to be grateful for that. So I view my friendships in the same way. Sometimes if some friends outgrow me, or if I outgrow some friends, I look in the beauty in the past of, okay, yeah, that friendship was good for that time, but now it's a new time, it's a new life mood goes on and things change, and I'm gonna have new friends in the future, and that's okay. The other lesson I learned is that life can be pretty good solo. I've done solo travel, I lived by myself, I could even watch a movie by myself, and some of the most liberating experience I've ever had is just being with myself. And I know it's maybe society may look at you weird if you go to a movie by yourself, but I didn't see what's odd with having a good relationship with yourself and just enjoying your own company. Anyway, I'm just rambling on right now. For all those people who don't seem to have that many friends, I do want to affirm that it's okay. Maybe there's just a season in your life where you have to be in solitude, and just to enjoy it. Enjoy the season of your life. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.